I'm comedian Elliot Steel, hobbyist martial artist and lover of all things combat sports. Recently, my algorithm has been serving me up slap fight videos. And it got me thinking, is slap fighting a legitimate martial art, or is this just a fast track to brain damage? Not only is it causing concern within the martial arts community,
it's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, if I'm being honest.
it's actually causing a lot of concern with the wider general public.
A sport that is guaranteed to cause brain damage.
Is this the new combat sport for the TikTok generation, or is it just going to leave a bunch of brain-damaged wannabe fighters?
Oh, he knocked the chin off of him. What a shot.
I'm going to get closer to slap fighting than I ever thought possible. Am I filming the next big thing or a car crash?
So there's this new combat sport slap fighting that's been exploding all over my algorithm. You know, me and all my mates, especially in the gym, like all under 35, and this is all getting served to us. And we've seen it, and we think it's stupid, but we keep watching it. I don't think any of the guys in an MMA gym are gonna think too highly of it either.
I wouldn't call it a martial art, first of all, to be fair. I think it's a bit silly, like.
I mean, I think what we do requires a lot more skill than just slapping each other in the face.
Yeah.
Slap fight leagues are popping up all around the world. Dubai, South Africa, and even Dana White, president of the UFC, has put his millions behind a league in America. And no surprises, there's even a league in the UK called Britslap. The sport is growing despite serious criticisms over safety. A fighter has already died in Poland due to a slap fighting injury, and Britslap has had to pull an event in Glasgow after it was deemed unsafe.
And I can see why there's concerns, because you can't defend strikes, so their brains are just being turned into liquid. I don't really know if this is a credible combat sport. I'm up here doing some shows this weekend in Manchester. There's a few of the big names on the slap fight scene nearby, and I want to go in with an open mind and try to get to the bottom of this.
Britslap was set up by Joshki in 2021, who saw potential in the sport a year before Dana White set up the Power Slap League in America. He has since organised 5 slap fight events that have steadily grown in attendance. Despite the small size of the organisation today, with Dana White and the UFC putting millions behind slap fighting, there is obviously the potential to earn a lot of money in the sport. And Josh is trying to establish himself as the face of slap fighting in the UK.
I can hear him training.
I'm off to Manchester's best slap fighting gym to meet Britslap's biggest star, Lewis the Razor Robinson, and his little brother, Craig the Rhino Robinson.
Razor,
Elliot,
nice to meet you, Elliot, pal.
Right, I'll take you a Rhino. First time I saw this was online.
I think it's so unique, it's one of a kind.
Right.
And it's a sport that's perfectly built for social media. It's short, it's fast, it's a build-up, and then boom, there's a clip. But as crazy as it is online, in person, it's something else.
How did you get into it?
Just seen it in lockdown on the internet, it was going viral. I thought, okay, let's go for it.
And go for it he did. Despite there being no established slap fight scene, Lewis has since taken part in 3 fights over 2 years. Fighting in the heavyweight category, Lewis has developed a reputation for knocking people out with only one slap. He's a knockout machine.
I'm Lewis right now, but when I'm up there, I'm Razor. He's an animal, he's a different bloke. I mean, it's disassociation, if you would. I can't come home with the same person that's on the stage. I would be in jail.
Then did you see him do that?
I was there, yeah.
And you went, you know, I want a bit of that as well.
Yeah, that's how I got into it.
What's going on here? What are you guys training for?
Well, at the minute, the next big thing for us is my brother's fight on the 6th of September. That's our main goal at the minute, our main concern. He's got a nice heavyweight fight coming up.
I want to do what my brother's achieved in heavyweight, and hopefully I'll take the belt there as well.
Time to give this slapping business a go.
I just want to learn how to slap.
Right, okay.
Teach me how to do that.
So we'll start with your fundamentals. Slap fighting is all about generating the most power and knocking your opponent out with a single slap. The structure of a slap fight is over 5 rounds. We'll take turns individually slapping and receiving a slap until the winner's decided. When we start training anyone in slap fighting, we always start with a solid base, shoulder width apart. We'll dip, twist that hip, load that hip with all the energy we've got and unleash it at the chin. It's important that you don't commit one of the 3 fouls. You can't step, you can't club, and you can't flinch. If you're throwing your slap, you don't want to hit too high on the head. You don't want to hit too low and hit the throat. You want to hit the specific strike zone, which is the chin. A defending fighter has to take a slap straight to the chin, full force, and can't flinch. If you don't defend well and you flinch, you're going to get a foul. If you knock your opponent out with a knockout slap, but it's thrown with an illegal technique, you will be disqualified. Ultimately, you win slap fighting by knocking your opponent out. Go to the judge's decision, or get a doctor's stoppage if your opponent receives too much damage.
So there's so much more to this than people are seeing just on a clip. There's a whole skill set involved. They've just disrespected my girl or something.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that hurt! This sport is just crazy.
We've got a machine that can measure impact. The higher the number, the higher the force. First things first, let's see how hard I can punch.
16 fight, yeah.
Now let's compare that to their slap.
34,000. 34,000. Dude, they're so much further than my punches. That would suck to be hit by. That's what that number means, man.
Now it's Lewis's turn to beat his brother. He's done it!
Yes!
He got 42. All of that force that we've just seen come up there, those high numbers, you're aiming to put that straight onto someone's chin.
Yeah.
And just watch their lights go out.
Straight on the money, yeah.
That's the aim.
It was an interesting first day. There's a lot more to this than I thought there would be. I'm curious about how people find their way into this sport. Because you are signing up to get knocked out, and that's why I'm looking forward to going to this summit to speak to some of the promoters so we can figure out more about it.
Lewis has invited me to his house. I want to use this as an opportunity to see what life as a slap fighter looks like behind closed doors.
Oh, how's it going? You good?
Are we okay?
Yeah, you well?
Yeah, not bad, come in.
I'm Elliot. Nice to meet you. When you're not slap fighting, this is your like day-to-day.
This is me moonlighting, yeah. No, I've got 2 kids. I've got another on the way, heavily pregnant missus. Yeah, I'm working full-time, lift engineer. It's a hard physical job. I'm trying to train. I'm doing day-to-day life with the kids. You know, it is a lot to juggle, it definitely is.
How do you feel about him wanting to do slap fighting then?
You didn't even tell me at first, did
No.
you?
So I left it last minute where it was the point where she couldn't say no because the fight was already be arranged. It was too late to pull out, so she had no choice at that point.
I was like, oh my God, can't believe you've done this, blah, blah, blah. But do you know what? You actually did really well, didn't you?
How long do you think you'll do this for?
Until I achieve my goals. Maybe a few years. Obviously, it depends on damage. You know, I could take a couple of really big hits and affect my health. You know, it is a possibility in the sport.
So if you did get severely hurt, would you step down? I really do worry, like, with long effects, like brain damage or having a fit or...
Definitely, there's a conversation to be had there later down the line.
Right.
If anything like that does happen, but we're in a good spot where it shouldn't.
Yeah, it's not happened so far, so
No.
we'll keep positive thought.
Like, what would be the ultimate goal for it?
Obviously, the end goal for this is I'm British champion now, but I'd love to be the world champion. And that means going over to power slap eventually, and that's the goal at the minute, get into power slap and work my way up a new roster. It definitely would benefit the family in the long run. Yeah. I mean, we could start paying big bills off, start paying cars off, putting deposits down for houses. You know what I mean? It gives you opportunities there that I wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah, I'll put one of Craig's fights on now.
Yes, that's to me there, the sexy one with the black t-shirt on.
Yeah, you're very much an entertainer when you're on stage.
It's part of the sport as well, isn't it? People will be more entertained, more people want to come, do you know what I mean?
Ultimately, you're trying to win the fight, but you're trying to get people to buy into you as well. That's what's going to grow your profile and ultimately will help you on your way for us to get into power slap.
Exactly, yeah.
Like doing this all together, like, you know, because you're such a tight unit, does it make it a lot easier?
Yeah, definitely. Like, if I'm struggling, he's always there for me. Especially with training, he'll pump me up in training, and I'm the same for him when he's struggling or any home issues or whatever. I'm always there for him. We bring the best out of each other.
Yeah.
Britslap has organised a Slap Fight Summit event in an effort to woo potential new fighters to the sport. It's also my opportunity to meet Josh Skeet, owner of Britslap, who's scouting for potential new talent and has asked Lewis to put the new recruits through their paces.
All right, so we'll do our technique. This is the way we train and teach people, and we found this works.
This sport is so unusual, I've been wondering what kind of fighters it would even attract. It seems like you would have to have a few screws loose to even consider stepping on the Slap Fight stage.
So who today should we be looking out for?
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I'm really impressed with. I'm really impressed with Mason. He's going to be fighting at the next event, so we're really looking forward to seeing how he takes this training home.
How's it going, mate?
Nice to meet you, mate. I'm Mason. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you excited? You're fighting in September as well?
I can't wait, mate. It's my debut. I'm just ready to rock, mate. I'm coming to do decapitation jobs on every single person. Anyone in here, outside, anyone that wants it, I'm game. I'm having it with everyone.
As Josh is recruiting people into a sport that has been widely criticised over fighter safety, I'm wondering what his take on the issue is.
The average boxer can take 200 to 300 punches to the head per fight, whether or not he can defend. You know, at Britslap, maximum you're going to take 5 slaps. You know, anyone, like I said, who gets involved in combat sports, they're doing it of their own free will. Everybody understands the risks involved, but we do everything we can to make sure everything is safe and fair as possible. That's one of our main things, is fighter safety. Well, it is our main thing.
With Josh keeping a watchful eye on his new potential fighters, I've decided to check in on Craig's training.
Fuck that. No. I was so scared during all of that. So you're 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Take someone's head off.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the fight and seeing the atmosphere and what kind of people it attracts. I'm not looking forward to potentially seeing people get knocked out. I don't really like that, but that is the sport. That's what we're making this film about. So, you know, I'm gonna have to toughen up a little.
The night before the fight, I'm sitting down for a meal with Craig and his partner Shannon. I'm curious to learn how she feels about Craig's upcoming fight.
Have you been to that fight before? Have you gone to see Craig fight before?
Yeah, I've seen him fight before, the fight before this.
How did you feel watching it?
At first I didn't enjoy it, I didn't look at the first slap. I do support him, whatever he wants to do, but it's just not nice, like, going in there knowing that someone's going to slap him. I just hope that he wins, but I don't like it.
While I was with Craig, I got a call from Dr. Katie Liston, a scientist specialising in concussions in sport.
So what do we know about slap fighting? Like, what's the research that's gone into it? Because it's a fairly new sport.
We had a recent research publication where a team of researchers analysed a range of fights. What they found was more than half of the slap sequences resulted in contestants showing signs of concussion.
Do you think slap fighting is particularly dangerous?
I do think it's dangerous. It can appear almost silly or perhaps more entertainment because a slap isn't a punch. But actually, in reality, what happens is that most of the slaps are open-handed punches. That's the reality of it, especially when you look at some of the measurements of the force that can be exerted. We're trying to understand the attitudes, values, and beliefs that drive a group of people towards a sport that is guaranteed to cause brain damage.
I spoke to a specialist in concussion.
Okay.
And she had an interesting take. Perhaps people going into combat sport don't always know the risks of what they're going into.
Well, I believe that's poor management on their behalf.
But a lot of it's unknown. So you could argue it's poor management, but you could also go, the research isn't there.
It's a new sport, isn't it? So everybody's new on what they know, what they don't know. Everyone's still learning. Hence why you spoke to this professional. Don't get me wrong, I obviously understand the risks. But if you live your life worrying about that many risks, are you living your life?
I really like you, like, I don't want you... I just don't want you to get hurt.
I just think she feels.
As we bed down for the night, I can't stop thinking about how tomorrow Craig is going to put his chin on the line.
I'm feeling very, very, very conflicted. They know it's not safe. They know it's not safe. And here I am, like, genuinely, ethically juggling with, am I filming the next big thing or a car crash? Like, what am I making here? Yeah, so what's happening now?
So we've just done the medic briefs, obviously telling them whatever the medic says is final.
How's Craig feeling?
I think he's all right. He's rehydrated, he's feeling well.
So who's Craig's opponent?
So it's this gentleman over there, he's called Wayne.
Oh, nice, okay.
Silvery Fox.
Yeah.
That's his opponent. He also goes by the name Rhino, so it's Rhino versus the Rhino tonight. You know, it's a fight for the right for the title for the Rhino name, I guess.
Mason is up first, and Lewis is in his corner.
Slow your breathing.
Let's go. First round, baby. Boom.
Let's go. Main thing is keep your head. Put everything together.
After all this time, I am itching to see my first slap fight.
Matt Doug to slap first. 3, 2.
The training wheels are off. This is more brutal than I expected. Mason is showing that determination we saw at the summit. I wonder if he can get the win.
Being here watching this, I don't even know what to say.
2, 3.
6.
Illegal knockout. Lost.
I think it was an illegal knockout. So, believe it or not, the man who is unconscious just won.
It's a night of firsts for everyone, and Lewis has an announcement to make.
British heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, at this time has been signed by Power Slap in the United States and will be competing later this year.
The British are coming. We're here to take over. You know what I mean? We're not here to play no games. We ain't no B-League, we ain't no amateurs. We're just as deadly as them. And I'm going over there to show them that.
But I can't celebrate for too long. Craig's next up on the podium.
At the moment, it's nearly arrived and you can feel the tension in this room. Guys sat around laughing, joking. Craig's a funny boy, but he's serious now, you know. He's really serious.
Good accuracy, pinpoint. You know where we're aiming for.
Man, it's mad to think that he's about to step on stage there. His brother's just vacated the heavyweight belt. Just look how much they stick together, man. Look how much love's there.
Don't worry.
I really, really, really hope he wins, man. Like, I really, 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 really hope he wins.
It's finally time. Craig has lost the coin toss, meaning he is going to get slapped first, and I've never been more nervous. It's crazy how far I've come from thinking this was a nonsense sport to my heart racing now.
Clyde, come on! Come on, Clyde! Look at him, he's a showman. He lived for this. He lived for it. Look at this. That's it, Clyde.
2, 3.
Something's up. The medics are taking an interest in Craig's opponent.
That first slap by Craig the Rhino Robertson has broken the jaw of Ray Morgan there. Our medical colleagues dislocate his jaw and unfortunately cannot continue the fight. Therefore our winner in the main event here this evening,
Told you! There's one rhino! That's it!
Craig's moment has arrived. Knockouts, broken jaws. This sport is insane. But that same sport has turned Craig from an everyday guy into someone surrounded by screaming fans.
I was nervous going into this. And then when I got in there, the animalistic fight part of it took over. I'm watching warriors go out there and slap each other in the face and seeing the love and the respect the fighters have for each other after is kind of what it's all about. And these conversations that are arising around the safety of it are going to continue. And they're not going to be able to shy away from that. I think what actually needs to happen here is cohesion between the people who oppose it and the people who put it on to find a way to make it safe. But how safe can you make a sport where people's jaws are being broken? I don't know what the future of slap fighting is, but what I can tell you for certain, man, I had fun tonight.